Well, we are so grateful to God for such a powerful and fruitful day once again that He has bestowed on us. And I hope you are doing well by God's grace. And today we have our word in our people. So we're going to acquire some knowledge based on today's lesson. So let's quickly look at our strand and our substrand and look at what you are specifically going to learn by the end of today's lesson. So today our strand still remains and our substrand as well remains the same. Okay, so our strand is our nation Ghana and our substrand is authority and power. And we are specifically going to talk about governance in the school. So let's then move on to our objectives that we want to achieve by the end of today's lesson. Alright, so these are the objectives that we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. So by the end of the lesson, you will be able to 1. Define the term governance. 2. Identify bodies and persons who are responsible for governance in the school. And then 3. State and discuss at least 4 importance of good governance in the school. Now, let's quickly look at our keywords based on the lesson. Alright, so these are the keywords based on the lesson. These are some of the words that we'll definitely see as we progress with the lesson. We have governance, committee, security, effective, enhancement, and management. Let's go through the words one more time, and this around as we normally do. Repeat the words after me. Governance, committee, security, effective, enhancement, management, God. Now let's then move on to our first objective that we want to achieve. That is the definition of governance. Now let's look at our definition of governance. Governance is the process of exercising power and authority through decision making and the process by which decisions are implemented in a particular state or organization. It is the process of exercising power and authority through decision making and the process by which these decisions are implemented in a particular state or organization. Now, in this walk of life, wherever place you go, there are certain rules and regulations governing that very place. Okay. Now, when we take the school setup, for instance, we have a group of people or authoritative power who exercise power and authority. Okay, and through this power and authority, they bring out certain decisions, and these decisions must be implemented, or in other words, these decisions must be put into action. I believe you are following. So a good governance, actually they lay down certain decisions, and these decisions must be implemented, or in other words, must be put into action. I hope you are clear with it. Now let's then move on to the bodies or persons who are responsible for good governance in the school. We are talking about the school, okay? All right, so let's then look at the bodies and persons who are responsible for good governance in the school, okay, in the school setup. We have the headmaster, we have the teachers, the school prefects, and we have bodies like Parent-Teacher Association, and its abbreviation is PTA, okay, Parent-Teacher Association. And then we have School Management Committee, that is SMC, School Management Committee. The PTA, or the Parent-Teacher Association, comprises a group of teachers and parents who come together to take certain decisions in order to actually enhance or improve the academic background of the school, or to make the school a reputable one, or let me say a well-known one, of course, okay? And then the School Management Committee over here, there's a committee within the school in case they want to form a club, okay, let's say a football club. There are a certain group of people who come together, and those group of people stand in for the football club. They take certain decisions before they bring it on board to the general people in the school, okay? So these are bodies and persons who are responsible for governance. These people, they actually make decisions, and they make sure that the decisions are implemented or they are put into action, okay? So we have the headmaster, the teachers, the school prefects, okay, the prefectorial boards, maybe the boys prefect, the girls prefect, the compound overseer. When it comes to the classroom, so we have the class prefect or the class representative, okay? So these are the bodies who are responsible for governance in the school. Now let's then move on to the importance of good governance in the school. Now, why do you think governance is very, very important in the school, or very, very vital or essential to each and every individual in the school, or the stakeholders, be it the parents, the teachers, okay, both the staff, both teaching and non-teaching staff, the headmasters, the director, and the likes, okay, all those who come together as one body in the school. So the importance of a good governance, we have quite a number of them, but let's go through these few ones, okay? Now, good governance maintains law and order in a school. 2, it promotes security in the school. 3, it helps put the levies and dues collected in the school in good use. And then it's also what creates conducive environment for effective teaching and learning. And then the fifth one is what it enhances good decision making in the school. Okay, good decision making in the school. And we're going to take these points one after the other, going to explain them, discuss them, and look at what each of them mean and what each of them actually will do to enhance and to make a particular school a very good and a reputable one. First one is good decision making maintains law and order in the school. Okay, when there is good governance in the school, the teachers and learners, okay, or the students and all those who matter will do things according to the rules and regulations governing the school. So if there is good governance, there are certain rules and regulations governing the school. Each and every individual in the school, be the teachers, the staff, both teaching and non-teaching staff, the students, or any particular of the school will then not follow the rules and regulations governing the school. I believe you are clear with it. Now let's then move on to our next point. Good governance also promotes security in the school. When decisions are taken and implemented, okay, by authoritative power in the school or by the authorities, good governance in the school will enhance the security in the school when there is security in the school. You understand? And everybody will feel safe and actually feel good to go about their duties. So good governance actually helps when it helps to maintain or to promote security in the school. So everybody will be safe and will be happy to go about their duties in the school. All right. Next point is good governance helps put the levies and dues collected in the school to good use. Okay, that's certain fees that pay. Okay, so these fees or dues or levies are put in good use when there is good governance in the school. So good governance helps the school to use monies collected through levies and dues for what it is intended for. So when fees are paid, for you to see a nice and a beautiful school, or to see teachers who are well learned, those things do not come on a silver platter. Okay, so a school will use those monies collected to enhance the good performance of what the students or the learners. So we try their possible best to get things or the necessary equipment or the necessary things that the school needs for the school to do very well. Okay, so now let's move on to our next, that is our last but one point. The next one is good governance creates conducive environment for effective teaching and learning. Okay, conducive environment. So good governance at the level of the school will make the environment so friendly for effective teaching and learning. So if there are certain rules and regulations that are placed in the school, and each and every individual puts to action those rules and regulations, or they implement those rules and regulations, it actually creates a friendly or a conducive environment, and it actually creates that effective teaching and learning. And in other words, it makes each and everyone stay safe and sound in the school, and it enhances the well-being of each and every individual in the school, be it the teachers or the students. Let's go to our last importance of good governance. Good governance enhances good decision making in the school. Good governance at the level of the school will involve all those who matter in decision making process in the school. When decision is made by more than one person, it is considered to be of quality. It is considered to be of quality. There is this saying which says that two heads are better than one. So if a lot of people, many people come on board to decide on certain things or certain issues regarding the school, it actually makes it it makes it very good, and it will be of quality if only one person decides to do that. So good governance help in enhancing good decision in a school, and the good decision, if it is then decided by more people, a lot of people on board, it makes it a very good one, of course. So we have come to the end of today's lesson, and let's quickly wrap up with our lesson. So far so good. We have come to the end of today's lesson, and we've been able to achieve our objective, that is the definition of governance, and look at the bodies or persons that are responsible for good governance in the school, and the importance of good governance in the school. So on these notes, I wish you all the very best of luck, and till I come your way again, goodbye for now. It's still your facilitator, Wilson. Bye.